Once again, it's your one and only Franklin.
Bring it out.
Love for records.
Bring it out.
Let's go. VB1.
Papa got it too much. The way you bless.
Hi, my name is Ekoajei Eudes at Churanjo. I go to Bilingual Grammar School Molyko. I am a part of the Yarn Club where I study the misuse of the society and how it can be eradicated. Today, I would like to tell you more about my project in Yarn, where I'm focusing on child abuse in Cameroon, where the rights of children are being taken and being misused here in our society. Actually, Cameroon is facing one of the greatest problems. Thanks.
The delegate of social affairs, and I would like to say good morning, sir. I'm called Makuitche Sheilla, and I would like to ask you a few questions, which are: firstly, is the rate of child abuse increasing or decreasing?
Child abuse, I can say, it is not increasing per se, because people are getting more and more aware. But we also know that we have new forms of child abuse in nations which were not there before, because the world is changing and society is changing. We are also receiving, the world is also opening up. We have organizations and influence of and its influence in our own society, and that also creates new forms of child abuse.
Child abuse taken serious in our country, Cameroon, or in our various jurisdictions?
I tell you that it's taken very seriously in our country, because our country is a member of the United Nations ratified the Convention on the protection of the child, and we have also put it in our national laws, so that we have a series of texts and regulations that the government has enacted in order to protect the rights of children. So it is taken very seriously. And at the same time, the government also creating services, where the Ministry of Social Affairs, where the Ministry of Affairs, where the Ministry of Women and Family, we have even some clinical services, we have even partners, organizations which work with government. So the problem is taken seriously.
Will you punish in our country, Cameroon?
We have a good number of them who have been punished by the various courts in our region, for instance. And we have some that we have taken the children back home, and we have put the children in the communities. We also have some children that will also work with them too, whose parents are violated their rights, rights and
In cases of street trafficking by children, what is the approach of the government in such cases?
The government has come up with a law that protects children, and also come up with a law that fights against human trafficking. And that law punishes perpetrators, those who engage themselves in such acts, not only child trafficking but also slavery.
To your own personal opinion, again, what do you think the government how do you think the government can improve on the eradication of child abuse in our community?
We need to carry out a lot of sensitizations, a lot of educative talks, a lot of community mobilizations in terms of informing the various actors involved, family, parents, community leaders of associations, government institutions, schools, and everybody involved in the chain to be well informed, to be well educated, to see the type of measures they can carry in order to protect the rights of children.
In your own personal opinion, do you really think the government is taking very good measures to eradicate child abuse in our community?
I think so. The government is doing a lot. If we see from our constitutions, you see the various ministries, you see the various organs created by the government in order to promote the rights of the child. You know that the government is doing a lot. We should also understand that the future of the nations depends on the children of today. So if we want our society to be sustainable, then we need to protect the rights.
People say the mere spanking of the child will not kill the child, but instead save the child's life. Do you think it is child abuse?
It depends on the circumstances in which that occurs. We must understand that we can correct the child. We can do correction in various ways. If you spank the child with intention of inflicting harm on the child, it's child abuse. If you are maybe correcting the child blindly in order to make the child be afraid not to commit that act, then it's not child abuse. It depends on how you use it and the intention behind. If the intention were meant to abuse the child, they were meant to correct the child. And then if you meant just simple corrective measures, then it's not child abuse and we will not consider child abuse. But it was meant to inflict punishment on the child. So
what do you think are other measures that people can use to correct a child in order not to violate the child's right?
Well, for instance, corporal punishment. You must not say beat the child. You can correct the child by explaining that you did wrong today, this time, explaining what the child did wrong, and trying to see how you can improve upon it. So the child will understand that what he or she did was wrong. Because if you are just beating the child or spanking the child without correcting the child, without telling the child what he or she did wrong, the child will know. So it is also good to dialogue with the child and talk to the child before you correct the child. So the child will say, Mommy, I will not do that again. That means the child knew that I did something wrong and tomorrow I can't do it. So they will have several ways of correcting the child. One of the first ways to correct the child is to inform the child of the crime or that activity that the child did that was bad. Yeah, so that he or she should acknowledge that I did wrong and this is what I did was wrong. If he acknowledges that, they'll say, I want to punish you. You will basically accept the punishment. And anytime you want to do anything, you think about, my father can tell me that I went wrong today, but my mom told me that what I did was not correct, and he punished me. Next time I won't do it again.
As we earlier heard from the regional delegate, one of the ways by which this problem can be eradicated is by dialoguing personally with the child involved. Also, in addition, advisory campaigns are being carried in homes, classrooms on how to alert people on the misuse of child abuse. Social organizations like NGOs are being created to let people know how to tackle such problems. Programs and talks are being carried on televisions, radios to let people know about child abuse and to help them know how to eradicate this problem in our society. Thanks for listening to this podcast, and to learn more information about our project, visit us on www.childabuseincameroonian.com.